Hey guys, Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group. Thank you for those who came and joined me today on TTG Tuesday. We had a lot of the YouTube community that came on TTG Tuesday today and came into the chat room. Again, guys, every Tuesday I open up the True Trading Group chat room free for everyone. So if you didn't come and participate this week, go to the website truetradinggroup.com, upper right hand corner, click on TTG Tuesday to register, and you'll get a link that'll give you access to our chat room next Tuesday. Oh wait, next Tuesday is Christmas, isn't it? Yep, next Tuesday is Christmas. So no, not next Tuesday. The Tuesday after that. But anyway, guys, this market, we made new lows. Okay, and we made new lows yesterday. On Monday, we made new lows. We had a nice TVIX trade on Monday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a video because I was, traveling, but down in Miami now for the week. But we had this little sell-off here yesterday, and what I want to talk to you guys about is a daily setup here on the SPY. Okay, a lot of people have been talking about these February lows. Okay, here is the lows of February. Okay, and we're talking about support, kicking in down to this level on the SPY, and it's really our last line of defense. If this level gets broken, there's not a major support level. I mean, at this point, you just start to go down in 5-point increments. Like you'll have some support at 250, then you've got some. You got some here at 245. Then you've got a little bit of major support down around 240. That support looks stronger than the rest. I'd say 240 would be your next really major significant level. If we break down below February lows, I'd say 240 is your next major support level. We take it right down here, and you guys can see a bunch of previous tops back here. Once we got above that level, you can see it's stuck real nice as support, and then we continued that big bull run that we had, that huge 2017 to finish off the year, that huge run. So that 240 level is key. If we get below this, I see maybe 3 minor stops along the way, but a major level down there around 240. Not saying I think we necessarily get down there, but just figured I'd point it out because so many people are fixated on this 252, 253 area. And we went down here and we tested it twice now, 2 days in a row. 2 days in both days we held, but you can see here after market, we rallied off this level. We put in kind of this double bottom, okay, between yesterday's low and then today's low. We rallied it back into the close, and as soon as the market closed, we just gave it all right back. Gave it all right back as soon as we closed. We're back down near the low of the day. Just not, the market's not really showing me that it has enough strength to really get off of this level. It's certainly not acting like there's major support down here. Okay, when you go back to the daily, okay, you can see when there was major support down here, the tail gets put in, and then we take off. Okay, we come down here, the low gets put in, and we take off. We came down here now, and we're just still sitting here now 2 days in a row. If there was major support down at this level, you would have expected to see, a day where we kind of close up around here and maybe get something like this, and that would have showed you that there's real aggressive buying in front of those February lows, but we're not getting it. Okay, we're not getting that aggressive buying. We've got the Fed rate hike decision tomorrow. I think we have to raise rates. I think the Fed has to raise rates. I think this is why. Before I get into my trade today, guys, I made another trade in the TVIX, another winning trade. I've been ripping this TVIX apart. It's been my main focus the month of December. I've traded it almost every day except for the bounce back days that we had in the market. But another one, I traded it yesterday, winning trade, traded it again today, winning trade. It's really been the basis of my P&L. But before I get into that, let's talk about the Fed and let's talk about some global macro stuff, what I think is going on. I think it's crucial that the Fed raises rates tomorrow. And the reason why is because for the last several months, it has been expected that they were going to raise rates. I think the market has priced it in that they were going to raise rates in December. Okay, the argument that comes from people that are still bullish on the market, the people that are buying this sell-off, their argument is that the economy is still in good shape. Are we going to experience 3.5, 3.8% in GDP growth next year? No. But a lot of people still think that we can do 2 to 2.5%, which is steady, stable, healthy economic growth. Okay, and because of that, inflation still in check, unemployment all-time lows. So bulls are still thinking that the underlying economy behind this market is still strong, and the sell-off is exaggerated. And are we going to get back to all-time highs? No, but we can still have, a 7, 8, 9% gain in the broader markets in 2019. And that's kind of what the bulls' argument is. If the Fed does not raise rates tomorrow, it will be an indication and a red flag that could change the minds of those bulls, because the Fed feels that the economy may not be strong enough to handle another rate hike. And if they don't raise rates when everyone expected them to raise rates, okay, that's going to be a red flag that maybe the economy can't handle, or maybe the economy is not as strong as they think it is, and maybe it can't handle another rate hike. That's why I think they need to raise rates. I think not raising rates will scare the market more, because if this decision was back here, different story. Okay, people want to see don't raise rates. Let's keep the growth booming. Now people have come to the realization and have come to grips with the slowdown in growth that we're going to experience next year and probably into 2020 as well. And they've kind of basically come to terms with it. Now it's all about the health of the underlying economy. And if they don't raise rates, I think it's going to be a red flag that says maybe the economy is not as strong as people think, and that might start to change decisions on some of the bulls. Okay, so I think they should raise rates. I think they need to raise rates. We'll see if they do. I hope they do. And if they don't, I hope I'm wrong. If they don't raise rates, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the market does rally, but I don't think it will if they don't raise rates. Okay, so with that said, let's get into my trade of the day, and it has a lot to do with yesterday's action. Yesterday, we sold off huge all afternoon, right down to that February low. We had a nice little bounce back into the close on huge volume. That bounce back yesterday into the close was on huge volume, and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't make a video yesterday, but yesterday, to all of our members, I'd say, guys, I think we're going to gap up to around 257, and then we're going to fade that morning gap up. That was the game plan coming into the day. If you guys were in TGD Tuesday today, or if you are a TGD member, you guys know that was the game plan. We talked about it yesterday, and that was our game plan early this morning. So we had the gap up right at that 257 level, so we were right about the gap up, and then we faded that morning gap. Okay, and now let's zoom this in. I waited for the market to kind of, open up, mess around. It pushed higher, pulled it in, couldn't get back to highs, and then broke through the initial morning lows. Here is your initial morning lows on the SPY. You can see we cracked it right here. We cracked that low. Then you see this little bounce back. Okay, and you can see now that those previous morning lows started to act as resistance, and you had VWAP coming in above, kind of holding the market down, kind of putting a lid on it. And then you had this moment of like 20 minutes worth of consolidation, and then we cracked, rolled it over, and we started to fade that gap, and I started taking profits off my trade. I entered the TVIX position right there. Okay, I take it to my trade announcements. Here we are on the day. My first trade of the day, guys, was a tier 1 loss on BIOC. I was just kind of giving that one a test. That ended up not working out, so I took a loss on the tier 1. So started the day with a small loss, but then came back green with the full position TVIX trade. You can see here at 10.58, long TVIX 58.36. Stop loss if the SPY gets over that 257.50 area. Okay, so there we are, long TVIX. 11.19, so about 20 minutes later, first take profit 59.20. And then 11.24, took more off at 59.67. And then final take profit at 11.30, 60.08. Okay, so about a 30-minute trade there, 60.08 from that 58.36 entry was a nice little trade. And you can see I was just trying to fade this gap. So as we started to fade, originally I thought this was going to hold. Okay, I thought yesterday's close was going to hold support, and I thought we were just going to kind of bounce around the rest of the day. We did hold it on that initial test, and then we pulled back in. It looked like for a moment there we were going to double bottom. Okay, but we just out of nowhere just rolled it over, and then we just sold off right down to the lows very, very quickly. as looked like a bunch of, maybe computerized sell programs just stepped in and just took the market down right there towards the end of the day. But, it's like you're still able to catch. The TVIX is moving around so much that just that much movement in the SPY is giving you, multiple point moves in the TVIX. Okay, the TVIX has been a fantastic, vehicle to trade. The range on it is amazing. Okay, here's the TVIX today from, we went from 57 up to 63. So still, you're getting really good range on this TVIX, guys. It's been my focus, and it continues to be my focus. And now here we are, trading at the lows still after market. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I will be focusing on this TVIX again. Hopefully we get a little bit of an inside day tomorrow, waiting for the Fed to see what they do. Don't think anyone's going to take really big positions one way or the other tomorrow morning before the Fed announcement later in the day. So we'll see what happens. But another really good day trading the TVIX, guys. It's definitely been a home run for me. It continues to be my focus as long as we have this weakness in the market. There's plenty of ways to capitalize and make money with this action. We had a bunch of people follow along long TVIX with me today, and a bunch of others followed along. Our lead options trader, Chris Toner, in chat, he took advantage of the same trade idea, same concept, but in the form of put options on the SPY. He nailed that trade. A lot of members nailed that trade as well. So congrats to those that caught it. This volatility continues, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what the Fed does. I'll see you guys in chat. Take care.